ejected from server. I was kicked off. Oh, I was kicked off.
You was kicked off?
Yeah.
Ooh. Little chilly.
Yo, if I go back to the invite, it'll let me back in?
Nah, I'm gonna have to send you another one.
Come on with it.
Got a weapon level upgrade.
Threat detector.
Where we in there?
So what happened, bro?
Yo.
Key,
What up?
happened when you prestige your weapon?
You start all over again. No attachments. Nothing.
But
You gotta.
it still be a better weapon though, right?
No.
Said, no.
Don't nothing about it changes, but it's just like when you prestiging your actual character. You start all over. You gotta go all the way back to 55, but it's a tag on there that shows that you've been grinding. But when you prestige your weapon, you can do like I think you could put different like a diamond or something camo on it. And I think you can engrave, like you see how my shit say NJ on it?
Yeah.
That's my gamer, that's my tag name or whatever. I could put the tag name on there. You could kind of like put deep, like, you know, you could write stuff into your gun, like engrave it.
Hey, yo, how come I'm stuck
But
in...
does the actual gun change or is it stronger? No.
But yo, I took the invite, but I'm not in the game with y'all.
Yes, you are.
What you mean?
I see you in the lobby. Your name right beneath
Yeah,
Jazmyn.
I'm in the lobby. You in the lobby too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, hold on. You say you wanted to do for the custom game, playing that. Non-box. Hold on. Definitely change that. Team deathmatch. Oh nah, I might have to put it on free for all. Free for all. Matt. Rules. Eliminate 40 kills. Nah, not that high. 30.
Yeah, why I keep getting stuck with this chick though? I'm not feeling that.
You switch it when you about to go into the game.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Why do we keep defaulting to that though?
Yes.
Yo, I don't see you not with a chick. You not a chick on my end.
I'm looking.
Yeah, you're not. You're a dude.
What I'm looking at, I should say. Did you pick a game yet?
Yeah, I'm setting it up where it's just us three.
Word. All right,
So
so
we're killing each other.
Yeah.
but we just gonna be practicing. We gotta get our skills up. All right, so while you doing all that, I got a question.
Wagwan.
What a guan? All right, why?
Like I said, wow.
Hey, yo, why people act like it don't matter if you're dead and not here to defend yourself against allegations? Why people don't factor that in?
That shit mean a lot to me. That's why I'm kind of mad about this whole Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why we not shooting no bell for the fact that this man ain't here to defend himself?
Word is born, especially when all the obligate. I mean,
I'm having a hard time understanding that, especially when this. See, I don't know if you saw the documentary, but the thing about it is, he already had his trial and was found not guilty. These aren't new charges. these are the same people from the original trial saying the same shit that they lied and said or lied about before, but then said didn't really happen, and now they're saying it did happen. How we canceling this man because of that? Yeah, everybody talking about yo, I don't support his music no more, and I can't fuck with that.
They took it off of the radio and shit. Now I don't like that.
That shit not cool at
all. That
ain't
right. Cause even when they first were saying this shit happened, they never took his music off of the radio.
Exactly.
He can't get proven guilty. So.
Oh, for real? That's how we giving it up?
I got you.
Nigga, this a free fall. You talking about I got you?
Yeah, I got him too.
That's how we giving it up. Yo, can I zoom in with the scope?
Of course, L2.
Yo, we supposed to be. I got you for real. Who did that? So how much? And I know y'all haven't seen the documentary, but how much y'all think the parents are playing a part in this shit? Like, do y'all feel? Because look, people don't want to put no responsibility on the parents. I don't care who you are, what celebrity status you got. I'm not letting my kids stay nowhere with you unsupervised. Fuck you mean?
Nope.
I even have a hard time with family watching my kids, and you talking about a fucking stranger? Matter of fact, how come child services didn't look into these parents? Because look, it's one thing to look into the person being accused, but if you're the parent, like you could, like if you have kids as a woman, and let's say you have a boyfriend, and that boyfriend is harming your kids, they can charge the mother for allowing her kids to be in danger. So why are the parents not being involved? This is the thing that makes it so funny to me. That's what makes this whole situation so shady. How come the parents aren't being held accountable for not keeping tabs on their kids? Yo, Jazz, I want you to know I'm gonna fuck you up for what you did. I just want you to know that.
That wasn't even me.
The last time it was.
Oh, yeah.
He said L2?
See, come on out.
Oh, shit. Is that a drone? I just sent the drone out. Who did I kill? Word. That's what you get for fucking with me. Play those games. Fuck wrong with you. He said L2? What's L2?
That's how you aim down sight.
No, but I'm saying, can you zoom? I got like a scope. Can I zoom in? Not aim.
Only the zoom they allow you.
Oh, okay. Shit. Come on, man.
I got you.
They're gone.
That was you that killed me, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, what's up? Like, we think this is shady that the parents aren't being potentially, like back then, like the fact that the parents were never charged. Because if it was any allegations, because look, if it was any allegations against any black kids, right? Yeah, I think those parents would have been investigated. If it was black kids saying, yo, you a fuck nigga, yo.
Augmented soldier down.
I think it's, I don't want to say it's a race thing, but I just think it's a complicated situation when it comes to dealing with rich people.
And yet we really think that there's no white people that ever was in these types of situations. I haven't seen too many of them charged.
Watch out, War Machine.
Look at the situation with R. Kelly. Like, those are black kids too.
Okay, let's talk about that for a sec. These two women that went on show when she was interviewing them and was like, we grown women, we're of age, our parents are liars, they're trying to get money, we're not we're not with him against our will, this is what we want to do. How come they don't want to listen to them? See, when somebody's saying they're the victim, we got to listen. But when these two women are saying, nah, we ain't no victims, we choosing to be in this relationship, then they don't want to listen. Now they want to discredit them. So is it only when it's convenient?
I feel like they still feel like it was coerced though by
Regardless,
R. Kelly.
they two adults. They're adults saying, "Leave us the fuck alone. We doing what we want to do." So regardless how they
And
feel,
they said that their parents took pictures and everything.
exactly.
You know, everything was known. It's not like it was like, oh, my daughter's being held against her will.
Because they trying to actively discredit them. Now, if they were saying, yeah, he doing the same thing to us, he keeping us against our will, then they would be listening. But because they're not saying what they want them to say, they trying to discredit them. How can you not feel like that shit is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's favorite to the scenario they want it to be.
Expired.
I don't know. When it comes to these situations, these situations are very difficult because I know that sometimes people are battered and they will lie for their abuse.
Yeah, but that don't mean we got to assume they are.
No, we don't have to assume that, but it's that I think that because it is a possibility, it's a very difficult situation when it comes to stuff like that because although they're
Enemy dart detected in your AO.
as a victim, it's always possible that they are just lying for their abuse.
But see, that's what I don't like. That's the unfair part.
Not to get into shit like that because you just don't know. Like it's a possibility that they are lying for their abuser. So it's like.
But see, that's what's not fair. We look at two people saying, no, I'm not no victim of nothing. Nothing happened to me. Then we gonna tell them they are. Like, that's crazy. The society that we live in.
That's the thing. We can't tell them nothing. And I don't know why people, I don't think that people should be judges on any situation like that. That's why I say it's a difficult situation because we can't. I'm not gonna judge on nothing like that. If it's happening and you choose not to speak up, that at that point becomes your problem, which is fucked up to say, but it is.
But I'm not, but not even talking about these two girls. I'm talking about like in their relation to all the other allegations. Like we have two people that we're focusing on. It's like they're trying to convince them that something is going on that's wrong. It's just like what they do with kids. Like if they suspect the kids are being abused, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing they do with kids. Like if
you look at that interview with Gail and the two chicks that said they're condoning the relationship that they're in, you keep hearing Gail saying, "But what about what your parents are saying this and that?" And they're like, "Yeah, our parents are lying." It's
right.
Like, yeah, I could. It's like it's plenty times.
Nah,
yeah. Like, oh, it's plenty times that our parents asked them for $20,000, $10,000, talking about we're going to blackmail you if you don't.
Right.
You know, saving pictures from when they went to the concert and took pictures with R. Kelly and like, oh, we're going to use this as evidence and stuff like that. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's not act like parents don't be shady sometimes too. Yo, how come I need an automatic weapon, bro. Now I'll be real. I think 100% R. Kelly was doing some fuck shit. I ain't gonna say those two women, but he definitely was doing some fuck shit. But with Michael Jackson, I feel more like he's just weird and just didn't have a childhood. So I just think he's a little weird and like to be around kids. I don't necessarily think he was doing shit he shouldn't have been doing with them, though. That's just my take on that, though. Like, I think it's much more plausible to believe Michael Jackson was innocent than R. Kelly. No?
Yeah. R. Kelly, yeah, like I said, he been doing some shit, but yeah.
But he also was messed up in the head too, though. You gotta remember, his sister molested him.
Yeah, so it's from the standpoint.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's from the standpoint of a molester turning into the molester. But what I'm saying with Michael Jackson, I feel like he was actually childlike. Like he didn't, like even when you hear him do interviews and shit, yeah, like he's like a grown child. That's what he was like.
You can't say that he didn't mess with those kids, though.
No, what I'm saying.
There's still a possibility that he did.
No, I said it's more plausible to believe he's innocent than for me to believe R. Kelly is.
That was some bullshit.
Oh well, yeah.
Like that's, what I'm saying. I'm not saying he didn't. He could have. I would, if I had to pick one, I would say Mike would be innocent before I would say. But but you know what? And this is gonna be unpopular, but we can talk about this too. And under a certain age, it is nasty. But let's not act like since the beginning of time, older men haven't been into younger women, and let's not act like younger women haven't been into older men. That's just since the beginning of time, bro. Like, fuck that dumb shit.
Like, you know, us as children, we was talking to me. I was talking to older people. I was talking to older people when I was in high school. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like they may have taken it to a different level.
And I was definitely talking to younger chicks. I mean, and I was definitely talking to younger. I mean, I wasn't in my late 20s, but when I was with Vanessa, when I was with Jazmyn, I was older than them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
I feel like at the end of the day, it's unfortunate that we as people, I ain't gonna include myself. It's unfortunate that people damage other people's lives by one molesting someone, and they then turn into the molester. The victim turns into the molester because that's a fucked up situation. And then it's unfortunate that you fuck a person's life up to the point where they feel like they need to be around kids.
Tempest available.
As a grown ass man, because at the end of the day, it's not a good thing that a person gonna automatically believe that you messing with these kids if you're a grown ass man and you got
and you're not their parent, right?
10-year-old little boys just hanging around you for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you put yourself in that situation, you have to deal with the consequences that come from it. Now, Michael not being alive, I don't think that they should continuously, bring this situation up because it's pointless at this point. You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to prove?
I think so too. But see, but then I got another question. So we talk about molestation, that's one thing. What about the 16, 17-year-old girls, 15-year-old girls, whatever, who choose to deal with the person who's older? Let's not even say R. Kelly. Let's not even say, like, this shit happens every day across America. These little 15, 16-year-old fast-ass girls who want to date 18, 19, 20-year-olds, right? Why do we say...
That's when you got to start looking at your kid, because...
But I'm saying from the standpoint of the law too, right? Why do we look at the 20-year-old, the 21-year-old and say you're a predator? Why do we act like because somebody's 15, they can't make a choice for themselves or who they want to deal with?
Yeah, but
you see what I'm saying? Like,
that's wrong.
But it's not morally wrong. It's just legally wrong. Who said what morality?
To me, that's morally wrong.
No, I'm not.
Or women, I'm not looking at no 60-year-old to have sex with.
Maybe you're not. But what I'm saying is that don't make it a moral issue. What higher deity or higher power said, yo, once you hit 20, you can't look at a 15 or 16-year-old. You're only 4 or 5 years apart. But a 15-year-old woman is gonna want or girl is gonna want a 19, 20-year-old man because men mature slower than women. But I'm saying the law says that's wrong. But there are countries where that's not wrong. So is it only wrong because legally?
But we ain't in one of them countries.
But that's my point. It's like, because we're in a place where the law says it's wrong, that makes it wrong? No, that don't make it wrong.
It's wrong.
Nah, that's wrong for me.
Wrong because I ain't looking at no 16-year-old, period, because at the end of the day, my thing is, at 21 years old, I am on a whole different level in life than a 16-year-old.
Maybe you are, but we also got to account for the fact that, like you said, there are people with different mental states. Every 20-year-old isn't on that 20-year-old level. Every 21-year-old is not on that 21-year-old level. I'm just saying, for the people who choose to do that, how can we look at that person, but we don't look at the other person who's also interested in them? We don't have to demonize
because by law they're not responsible. Like, by law they're not responsible.
But I don't
look at them like, oh, you were wrong for fucking with a 20-something-year-old man and you're 14, 15.
But that's my problem.
That's just like it being your child. By law, that's still your responsibility.
But that's my problem. I don't put that much onus into the law, because the same law that says you can't buy a drink till you're 21 says you can go to the military at 18 and give your life. I don't put that much. You see what I'm saying? I don't put that much respect on the law when it comes to that. Like, even look at local small shit. In the state of Massachusetts, the law says I gotta have an inspection sticker on my vehicle. If I lived in Florida, I don't have to have an inspection sticker. So I'm wrong for not having one because I'm in Massachusetts, even though it would be perfectly fine for me not to have one in Florida. Like, the law is choppy as fuck, and it's not the same across every state.
Yeah, but you don't think that's a moral issue though, too, though? Playing with a 15-year-old, you don't think that's morally wrong?
I don't think if you're 19 and you're dealing with a 15-year-old, I don't think that's a moral issue. I think if you're doing something against someone's will,
15 is completely different from.
It's illegal though. It's still illegal though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not absolutely. But we're not like we're talking 19 and 15 now. But what are they talking about? They're not talking 15 and 19. They're talking 15 and 30.
That's why I said. That's why I said. Aside from that, I'm specifically talking about that age gap.
15, 19 is
it's
different.
It's illegal. No, but it's still illegal.
Because listen, morally it's wrong too. Because this is how I look at the situation. At 15 or 16, however you want to cap that off, you're in school. You're in school. At 19, you are no longer in school. We are on a different level.
That don't make it morally wrong now.
What am I looking at you for? Like, what can you benefit? How can you benefit as a 16-year-old little girl? Benefit anybody that's out of school? Period.
That makes it so. But that makes it socially wrong. Moral is a whole different thing. When you say something's morally wrong, that's like saying, based on your beliefs, I can go to hell for doing this. Ain't nobody going to hell who's 19, who's dating a 15-year-old. That's not morally wrong. Moral is like killing, raping, like stealing. Like, morally is like spiritual. That ain't. I don't think that's. I don't know, yo. I just don't.
That's how sneak me, Jazz.
But I mean, I listen.
That call, hostile hellstorm inbound.
Spiritually, by law, I don't give a damn.
Oh my! You shot a missile at me, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Yo, like that, right? Where this nigga get a missile from, bro?
Get off me! Get off me!
Yo, this. Where you get a missile from, yo?
Because I was using my care packages and shit.
What the fuck? Yeah, see, I don't know how none of this shit works. Look at my body parts just all over the ground. They don't even get rid of that shit when I respawn. You got me looking at this shit.
Yeah, I was having
yeah, see, it's just so many.
You got one kill. Where you at?
What?
Look.
One of the what? Yeah, those are Liza's. Ask her. Yeah, yo. This whole situation gives me a fucking headache, to be real.
It's fucking stupid, but
it's dumb as fuck. It's dumb.
Okay, if we go back to this situation as a
we never left.
30, 40, well, no, you started talking about morally and all that other shit.
No, because you said it was morally wrong. So I was just trying to understand.
I don't give a damn. I don't think no 19-year-old should be looking at no 15, 16-year-old.
No, that's cool. But I'm.
I don't give a fuck how you look at it. You don't want no 19-year-old looking at your daughter. I don't care how you looking at it.
Nah, I can't say that. I can't say that because I can't say that because I wasn't.
Yo, so if a 19-year-old,
if a 19-year-old came to your 15-year-old daughter and wanted to sleep with her, you're not gonna question why he's 19 and want to sleep with your 15-year-old.
The reason why I can't say that is because, like I said again, I was a few years older than Vanessa when we were dating. So I can't say that.
How old were you?
When did we start dating? 2002. I would have been 18 in 2002 when we started dating.
How old was she?
She was. She couldn't have been no older than 16.
16 and 18, that's like
But
And 15 and
but
19, that's a big
but
16
gap.
and
it's a
19 is
big
taken
gap.
to a
It's a
whole
big
different
gap. But it's a big gap. But legally, that still was wrong.
I don't give a damn about no legal.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm only look. But I'm my only argument. I agree with you socially on some levels. My only argument is the legal ramifications of you can potentially go to jail
Listen, at the end of
because
the day,
the
this is how I look at this legal shit. If you 16 years old and you want to date an older man, bitch, just make sure you don't get caught. If that's and that's real shit. This is me speaking on some real shit. Just make sure your ass don't get caught. That's me
but
speaking on the legal shit.
you're right.
But at some point, I'm gonna question a 19-year-old man wanting to sleep with a 15-year-old girl.
That
So a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old is different. Could be a few. It could be a few months. It could be a difference of a few months from 15 to 16.
I don't know. I don't. Me as I don't think I was me. See, at 15, I mean at 19, I don't think I was trying to look at no 16.
Yo, you're looking at it from the perspective. You're looking at it from the perspective of a woman. But as a woman, if you were into men at 16, I'm sure you would have looked at 18, 19-year-olds. You wouldn't have been like they're too old. Is what I'm saying. Is it different from the girl looking up and the guy looking down? Men are always into younger women. Always. Women are into older men. So no, as a woman, you're not going to be interested in a 15-year-old boy if you're 19. But as a 15-year-old girl, most 15-year-old girls aren't into 18, 19-year-old guys. Leaving high school and going into college. Tell me I'm wrong.
I guess so. I don't know. I can't even.
That's what you meant when you said girls were into older men, older guys.
Girls are into older men, but that still doesn't take. I will question why is that older men.
But that's my question. That is my question. I'm not talking about the fact that you're questioning the guy. What I'm saying is, how come the girl is never questioned? How come the person who's also, because it's a two-way thing. How come that person is also, because you could be 18, 19, you're still not an adult. Like the law says you're legally an adult, but you're still a child developing and learning and coming into your adult self. So you ain't got that much more life experience at 18, 19. You still haven't lived life yet. So why we looking at me at 18, 19 is nothing compared to me at 35. It was nothing compared to me at 25.
Some people can move more mature.
You can go through things, but you still. But part of maturity comes.
People out here that has matured a lot faster than others, so we're not going to say.
No,
everybody.
people mature at different levels, but what I'm saying is at 18, 19, you don't have the processing ability of a 25-year-old. At 25, you don't have the processing ability of a 30-year. It's about life and wisdom and knowing what different things mean that happen to you. You could have been through more shit than me. Don't mean you're better able to process it than I am. Or vice versa. It don't mean that. Nobody can control their experiences, but as we get older, we get better at processing different things that happen to us.
I don't think that's completely true, but
I mean, how is it?
I think you get better at processing things by the things that you go through. That's my personal opinion. I don't think it's the age. I think it's the things that you go through. Because you could be a 25-year-old man and has not been through anything, or I can't speak as a man, as a woman, a 25-year-old woman and have not been through anything, and I could be an 18-year-old girl and been through a lot of shit, and I can handle things a lot easier than you as a 25-year-old woman because you have not been through nothing.
But at the end of the day, you're still processing as an 18-year-old whose brain is still almost 10 years away from being fully developed. Where judgment and where truth, because that's the part of your brain that is developing until you're 26 is the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe is what controls things like judgment, which is related to experience.
I feel like women that's into older men, and I'm talking, when I say women, I don't mean women, I mean little ass girls. That's into older men is more of you have a daddy issue. Like there's something wrong there. That's just my personal opinion. Like, and that's a big saying. A lot of people think that way though. Women, like
No,
girls that's into older men, girls, I said, girls that's into older men, not boys, not older boys, 2-3 years. I'm talking about these little fast ass chicks, 17, 18. My little sister was one of them. 17, 16, 17-year-olds that's into these damn near 30-year-olds. That's you have a daddy. It's a daddy issue. It's a daddy issue there somewhere.
It could partially be, but I think traditionally speaking, women are just gonna be into older men. I think there's more of a daddy issue, or more of an issue if you're an older woman dating men 10, 15 years younger than you. I think there's an issue there, like a whole different kind of issue. Like if you're a 30-year-old woman and you're dating a 20-year-old man, I think there's more of an issue there than if you're 20 dating a 30-year-old. Because women traditionally want to date older. Women don't usually want to date younger.
Kill.
Oh, you got so fucking lucky, Jazz.
I've always looked at it like that. Like that woman that was dealing with my boy Adam, she's like in her mid-40s. Adam is my age. Why are you dating somebody 34 and you in your mid-40s? I look at that as something wrong. You should want a man at least on your level, life experience wise, age wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck y'all niggas. Basically, is how I feel about it.
He's done.
Me personally, I try to stay in my age group as far as dealing with women. When I was younger and I did deal with men, I did date a little older, but I think it was because of the fact that I wasn't even comfortable with dating men. So no, I wasn't gonna date a man in my age group and they didn't understand. You get what I'm saying? So I think with me it was a little different experience because I'd rather deal with someone older than to have to deal with somebody my age and they're judging the fact that I'm not too comfortable with having sex. You know what I'm saying?
But then
it's a little different.
But then that contradicts a little bit saying that because somebody's younger, they couldn't process that. There is something to account for age, being a little older. You're better able to generally understand and process things. Because you said you dated a little older because you felt like the older men will be able to understand you struggling with your.
No, listen, that's not my thoughts when I was doing it at the time.
You're looking back.
I'm saying this is what my thoughts is looking back. This is how I feel I may have been thinking. I don't know what my thoughts is at the time. I didn't know what my thoughts was. I was being fast at the time. I was being fast. But me looking back,
but that ties into my point and saying we process differently at different ages in life. But when you say age group, what do you mean? Hello?
Age
all right.
I feel like
right.
The age group changes once you get to a certain age.
No, but what I'm saying, like right now, what's your age group? If you say you're interested in somebody.
My age group is within the 30.
So 30 to 40 is your age group?
30 to 39. I'm stopping at 39.
So you're defining your own age group. So when I say what's an age group, how are age groups defined? Because there's a way that they're defined.
He's done.
Listen, you asking a person that I don't box myself in like that, and I go off of how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not specific with things. I can't tell you, oh, this is the age group. This is the age group somebody should be going by. This, that. I honestly don't really care. Me personally, my opinion is, at a certain age, you shouldn't be looking down at certain ages. Period.
And how do you define that? How do you define that age? Because if I'm 35 and let's say I was married to a 28-year-old, nobody in the world could tell me that's crazy. Do you agree?
I'm not saying that's crazy because I feel like if the maturity level is there, then that's something different.
And
If
forget.
the levels in life is there, that's something different.
Sit rep. Hostile care package.
I would question you if you was 35 years old dating a 28-year-old, and that 28-year-old didn't have a job, a car, somewhere to live on their own. You get what I'm saying?
Well, let's forget. Well, let's forget what your personal preferences when it comes to that. What I'm saying is, if I'm 35 and I'm married to a 28-year-old, nobody's looking at me as a predator. Yes. Nobody's looking at me as a no. Hold on, because I want to do this. I want to do this incrementally. No. I'm not talking about. I started the conversation. That was my premise. It's about the law. My whole conversation here. I'm going back to that, but I'm starting socially. I'm saying it's a yes or no question. If I'm 35, married to a 28-year-old, is anybody looking at me like, yo, he's a molester? He's kind of, that's kind of weird. Is anybody okay? From 28 to 35 is a 7-year difference. This is where I'm going. It's not about maturity. It's just about the number, just age. Because from the outside looking in, nobody knows my maturity level. And going by your point, I could be 16 and went through a hell of a lot more life shit and be on the level of a 25-year-old. So just dealing with age, that's a 7-year difference. Now, if I'm 22 and someone's 15, that's the same 7-year difference. What I'm saying is that same woman who is now 28 would have been 15 when I was 22. Why at 28 and me at 35? Why does that change the dynamic? That's what I'm asking. Is it just because we're looking at the 15-year-old as a child? Is that why?
Yes, because she is a child.
No, but I'm asking, is that the reason why we look at it the way we do?
Most likely that is.
Okay.
That is. At 28, I could be 28 years old and have everything that you as a 35-year-old have.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about how. I'm just talking about the age. So
it's a lot more things that play a part in it, though.
So
it's a lot more things but age.
So is it reverse contradiction then? Because you say...
One thing is, why are you 22 years old looking at a 15-year-old?
No, that's not what...
15-year-old do for you?
But that's personal again. That's personal preference. What I'm saying is, why is it less...
I don't know. I can't have this discussion with y'all then because by law, of course, you saying by law. You're saying by law.
No, not law. No. I'm saying people. Society. Society would look at you crazy as a 22-year-old messing with a 15-year-old, right?
And that's because they're looking at that 15-year-old as a child.
Yes. And so what I'm saying is,
you see your 15-year-old being a child?
I'm not disputing that. My discussion is different. I'm saying, so they look at you as being a child. Great. But why do they look at that 15-year-old as being a child? Is that a societal construct? That's a societal construct. Now, if you go back 2,000 years, right? Or you go back 1,000 years, or even you go to certain other countries, at 15, you're married with a family. That society doesn't see you as a child. So that's our society saying that's a child. That's what I'm saying. Think about, like, I have 7 siblings. My mom was 16 when she had my oldest sister. She had a whole family, 7 kids. She's 60 now. I'm 35. Like, this was the norm. The farther back you go, the more normal it was. Who decided what the... Exactly. That's my point.
I think it has to be decided at some point because things has changed. The way... I feel like people were a lot more... I don't know if I want to use the word mature, but back then, people were dealing with a lot more things at 15. People were cooking, cleaning, taking care of things, like, you know what I'm saying, at 15, being maids to white people, me speaking
yeah.
White people,
right.
At 15 nowadays, these kids don't know what the fuck to do.
You're right.
So
But that's my point. So if it's just circumstantial based on the times we're living in and based on the way society is now, then a person can't, in my opinion, say it's morally wrong. And legally don't mean shit because...
Who said that?
No, this is my argument. I started off asking, what makes this wrong? We ain't talking about 30-year-old versus dealing with a 15-year-old. I'm saying that small group, that small 3, 4, 5-year gap where you would be looked at as crazy in a certain stage of life, you wouldn't be later on in life. And I'm just asking the question, we got to look at that and be like, that's kind of weird a little bit.
What's weird?
The fact that... No, the fact that not the fact that it's seen as wrong. The fact that you could take the same age gap, the same difference in age, at one point in life, and it's crazy, but another point in life is perfectly normal. That's all I'm saying.
I still don't see it your way, but
No, not it's not. I'm not trying to get you to see it my way. I'm just
Jazz,
it's just
stop following
abstract
me,
thinking.
B.
Yo, where these dogs coming from is what I want to know.
Yeah, boy.
That's what I want to know. Because the only reason why there's trouble here, right, is because there's a legal issue. That's the only reason why there's trouble here.
yeah, but if you didn't, okay, you gotta look at it like this though.
Enemy
If
attack
wasn't-
chopper
if
above.
There wasn't any legal issue.
Enemy
if there
Hellstorm
wasn't
detected.
Anything legal in play.
Mm-hmm.
People, it would be all types of grown ass men sleeping with little ass girls. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking that is okay, and at some point it's not okay.
And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be laws, but I'm asking the question: does laws do laws manipulate a person's perception on morality? Because look, you go just a few years back, and a person looks at you crazy for smoking weed because it's illegal. Oh my God, it's illegal. What are you doing? Well, now it's perfectly legal, and those same people are like, yo, there's nothing wrong with it. So is it because something is unlawful that makes it crazy, and then that influences your other judgments on that thing? Because I think that plays a part.
I don't.
Maybe not for you, but I feel like that plays a part.
Yeah, maybe people, but see, we all know that the way people, some people jump on a bandwagon.
Is he in a helicopter, yo?
Yes, sir.
He not in a helicopter. He just got bitch.
This nigga was controlling a helicopter, bro.
Yo, I don't want to play this all free for all shit. Let's go back to the what you call him. This nigga, he out here fucking killing.
This is trash. Yo, what's up, Key? You stopped weighing in, bro. This is live on my channel, so I need the content.
Oh, let me light one. So you take it in. Oh,
You
we can
want-
do that too.
Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want to do free ball, though. I want to really play. I mean, that's how I did it.
I'm saying we go all like us three can do it.
Yeah, we could do that. Whatever. Oh, she want the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what's up, Key? I mean, do you at least understand the thought behind the reason why I'm asking the questions I'm asking?
My fault. I was in the black ops. I was hearing y'all, but I wasn't hearing y'all.
Because look, I'm not even saying it.
He was too busy killing.
I'm not even saying these are my views. I'm just asking the questions because I feel like people don't question. It's like the government tells us something's illegal, we just go with it. Or a group says something is morally wrong, we go with
No,
it.
it's not. It's not what the government says, or even a group saying it. That's that's just what you brought up off of. That's not how we was brought up to fuck with little girls.
No, but you're brought up in ways that are in line with either that family's religious beliefs or what the laws are. That's how you're brought up. It's influence. You're influenced by those things. If it was not illegal for a 15-year-old to consent to sex, it would never. If you were born into a world where it was never looked at that was crazy, you would never look at that as crazy. You only look at it as crazy because it's brainwashed into your head that as at 18 you're an adult and now you can do what you want.
But that's what everything though.
Exactly.
I still think it's crazy. I don't give a fuck if it's a law or not. I still think it's
Yes.
crazy for a grown ass 40-year-old man to be trying to fuck.
We ain't talking about. That's not what we're talking about. That's not my question anyway. I ain't talking about the R. Kelly thing.
I'm saying,
Oh, okay.
I'm saying these are the reasons why laws like this are put in play.
But I wasn't asking that question. I was asking about the small age group, the small age gap that I originally started talking about. That changes everything. It's easy to say you're 40 and this person's 15. You're a predator.
Yeah, but
That's
the
easy. but it's not as
I'm
easy.
saying the reason why these laws are put into play is because if you didn't have a law like that, then it would be all types of ages, men
Of course,
or women fucking with young ass people, and that shit is. I
of
honestly,
course.
I'm looking at it like I, I don't give a fuck about no law. I'm still not looking at no little ass girl.
Word. That's a fact.
I
I'm
don't
just
really
what
give
I'm
a
saying
fuck about no
is,
law. I'm not saying I honestly I don't care how old you are. If you're not on my level as far as can drive a car or
Get in a
can get a
club, buy
job making
alcohol.
certain amount of money a year or got your own apartment or even looking forward to getting your own apartment, then there's no reason why I'm looking at you, period.
but
Now,
you're
you're
talking
talking
about a
about
whole
people
different
in
thing.
high school. No, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this is the reason why laws like this are put into play because we're talking. It will be 40-year-old men out here trying to date, fucking, or sleep with 12-year-old little girls if we didn't have those type of laws.
That's fine. I'm just focusing on the argument of where do we get the age from where we say you're a little kid, okay, you're no longer a little kid. It's not about status because there are 30-year-old men who don't have, and that's not always their fault. They just don't
We
have.
didn't get that. Yeah, you're right. Somebody did come up with that age.
Right.
Somebody came up with that age, but
Right.
it had to be done. It
No,
had to be.
but that's not my argument. I'm fine with that. What I'm saying is that specific age that was chosen, it could easily have been a different age. We were going to rock with whatever that age was and say, yo, this is a kid because this is the age. That's all I'm saying. The only reason why there's a
I
certain
don't
age
get
to
the
have
question.
okay,
You said what?
okay.
I don't get the question.
Most
I
states,
understand what he's saying. He's just saying that he, to make it a little easier, he's saying that at the end of the day, somebody came up with the age 16 being statutory rape, whatever you
Is
say.
you? Is you?
Somebody came up with that age.
right?
How did we come up with that age?
And every state isn't the same. Every state's not
Yeah,
the
every
same.
state isn't the same. So who came up with this age? Why is it that it's 16? If she's younger than 16, then she can't consent to sex, or
I
she
mean,
can't
just look
consent to
at it. You
sex.
can't get alcohol. You can't get tobacco. You
We
can't get in the club. You
we
can't
can't
get in the
say that
bar. You
though.
can't
18
get your
either.
We can't
license.
say that though. But see, we can't say that because at 18 you still can't get alcohol. But then, like I said, you're still legally an adult.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so contradictory.
I think,
But at
I think
18, but
that
at 18, you can go have sex with whoever the fuck you want to have sex
At
with.
17 you can, and depending on what state you're
Yeah,
in.
most states, 17 you can, but
I think what happens is this is how I really think that laws are put into play. I really think that it's a case by case thing. I think that things that before these laws were put into play, it must have been situations that has happened that caused somebody to say, all right, at 16, this person is at 16, a person is not capable of consenting to sex. Because
You're
I don't
right.
think somebody just randomly came up with, oh, 16. Like, oh, let's just say 16 because 17 you still in high school. Sometimes 18 you're still in high school. Sometimes 19 you still in high school. You could be in high school till 21. So I don't think that somebody randomly came up with this age. I think it was cases that may have come about that caused a person to come up with this age.
Okay.
Something has happened
you
in the
could look it
past.
up because
So
every
why
law
does
has
it?
a name.
So why does it matter? Why does it matter what the situation is? Let me ask you that because I'm about to blow the whole thing open.
What do you
So
mean?
okay.
What you mean?
So just to make sure, do we all agree that if you're 16 and you're dealing with somebody older than, let's say, 19 or older, that's kind of crazy, right? Let's say you're 25 dealing with a 16-year-old, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're in a state where the legal age of consent is not 16, then that's statutory rape, right?
Yeah.
And do we think that that 16-year-old is not capable of making that decision to deal with that 25-year-old?
I don't give a fuck
No, I'm
about
asking.
that.
No,
It's
I'm
still
asking. I'm
fact.
asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Well, it's one or two things. You're
In your
now,
personal opinion is what I'm
in,
asking.
in my personal opinion, no, they're not capable.
Okay, okay. That was the only
If
part.
we're going, and also if we're going off, you're saying that at certain ages you're not capable of processing the way
No, no, no. I
a
was just
25-year-old.
no. I was just asking. I was just
We're
curious.
gonna play off of that. We're gonna play off of that. Still, at 16, you're not processing things the way a 25-year-old
Okay, so so you're confirming that at 16, you're saying that you don't feel like that 16-year-old is able to make the decision to consent to that 25-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now this is gonna be a whole different thing, and I need to know an answer. At 16, in the majority of states, if you get pregnant, your parents don't even have the right to know if you don't want them to know. Nobody can force you to either carry that pregnancy or not after 16. That's your choice to make. You don't think that having a baby and carrying a baby is more, as far as gravity of a situation, is more, less, or equal to making a sexual consent decision? See, we treat these younger kids as women when it comes to certain rights and certain choices, but not when it comes to all choices. If the response is going to be, I'm just talking about these two situations, because you can't tell a woman what to do with her body, even if she's 16. You can't say you got to have an abortion. You can't say you can't have one. You can't do any of that when it comes to her and that baby. So why can you tell that woman what to do with her reproductive organs if you can't tell her what to do with her uterus? Come on, man. I need to know. This is a problem.
Well, you talking about?
It's not a problem. I think it's a problem that a 16-year-old would even think that she's okay to have a baby.
No, I'm not saying that.
I think that's the problem.
Well, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, as a woman, would you agree with a judge telling that 16-year-old, you're not old enough, I don't feel, so you got to abort this baby? No, women would go crazy. Women would lose their minds.
Honestly, I think that still should be the parents' decision, because at the end of the day, that 16-year-old is not going to be able to provide for a human being.
But you know what? It's not the parents' decision. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
It may not be, but
it's 100% not.
That's why it's all it can always be an argument when it comes to how the law is.
Exactly.
The law is not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit up here and say the law is right, but at the end of the day, we got to deal with this.
Then you got to look at the situation. You're talking about the law stating that a certain age man cannot, certain age woman cannot consent.
Even a boy, anybody can. It's the age is the age, whether you're male or female.
Yeah, age is the age. So you're saying you cannot consent to that. I can definitely understand. No, you can't consent to that. But the reason why the parent probably can't tell you what to do if a woman gets pregnant is because that's a life, and they can't make your parent choose to take that life or give it. So they're leaving that up to the cat. At the end of the day, you're carrying the child.
Forget the decision. If my 13-year-old was pregnant right now, that's information that the doctor, if they found out, would have to give me. If she was 15 or 16, it would be if she wants me to know. They don't have to tell me that. What I'm saying is, why is that a decision socially acceptable? But if that same 15, 16-year-old...
I don't know, because I wasn't around making the laws back then.
But not laws. I'm also connecting it to society as well. Society will go into an uproar.
But you have to, but it's both in the same thing, though, because without law, society will be crazy. It'll definitely be crazy. You can't even...
I'm just talking in the context of, like, you know, how us, the society, we are part of the society. We're having this conversation, right? People were
not in the party.
I am.
Because he didn't accept the invite.
Oh, my bad. Let me see. And we did have this discussion on birthrights and all that type of shit. Women would lose their mind if at any age somebody tried to tell a woman or a young woman or a girl what to do with the baby growing in her body. So if you can't do that, in my opinion,
at the end of the day, I feel like their parents has just a bigger say in it, because they're not going to be able to raise and take care of a human being by yourself, and you can barely at McDonald's.
You're right. I agree with you. But the parents still don't have no recourse. You still can't do nothing about it.
Oh, yes, you can.
No,
exactly.
I'm talking about right. But
now you're giving that young woman her first.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's do this.
You're giving her first ultimatum.
Let's do this. In the state of New Jersey, if you have a daughter who's 15, you can't tell her she got to leave your house. You're legally obligated to provide a roof over her head until she's a.
She gonna have to provide for her kid.
Guess what? At 15, she. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? At 15, depending on what state you live in, you might not be able to work.
I don't give a damn. That's your problem.
But see, legally, you're still obligated to take care of her. You see what I'm saying?
I'm obligated to take care of her, but I ain't obligated to take care of her motherfucking kid.
All right. I'm just saying, look, these are just the things that I'm putting out there.
Look, because at the end of the day, you know who's going to get involved. Diapers. Now, would you rather have, that's what I'm saying, it's going to be an ultimatum you're going to have to give that young lady, because you're going to have to choose. If the parents is not going to take care of your child, seriously, if the parents is not going to take care of that child, you have to give them that, listen, what you going to do?
You really think, all right, if you're not legally able to put your child out at that age and she's pregnant and has a child, you really think
at
that
15,
when child,
not 16.
Yeah, 15. Even 16, because in New Jersey, you can't put your kids out at 16. They can leave if they want to, but you can't put them out legally. So my question is, wait. I get you. But what I'm saying is, if that child is under your care still and living in your home and she has a child, if your protective services come around, you really don't think you're not going to get wrapped up in that investigation and have something on your record? You definitely would. I know, but I'm just saying. My only point is, I agree with you, but my only point is, there's so many contradictions in all this shit. Not just the law, but society too.
You got the biggest issue with the law.
Because I don't think enough people.
We talk about the law.
You have to.
But at the end of the day, regardless of what the law is, there has to be some type of law in place.
Right.
If it wasn't, it would be chaos.
Right.
Period.
But I'm saying the same laws that prevent chaos.
Right all the time?
No, but that's my point.
But if we didn't have law, it would be chaos.
You're right.
If we ain't up there changing the laws, then at the end of the day, you gotta live by it.
I'm not saying the law needs to change. I'm not saying we don't gotta live by it. I'm saying that we can't choose when we want to apply it and when we want to say, fuck that law shit. That's what I'm saying. Because the law does govern the way we live, but I'm saying subconsciously it also governs the way we think. Because if it wasn't for certain laws, we would not think the way that we do.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck about no law. At the end of the day, I'm going to abide by the law, but I'm going to abide by it the way it fits for me. Now, like I said, you said I can't put my kid out at 16. You think I'm gonna feel some type of way if that kid has a kid and I can't provide for that kid? I'm not gonna bust my ass and kill myself to provide for some 16-year-old that wanted to have sex and have a kid. If you could not provide for that kid, then you could not provide for that kid. If you have to put that kid up in diapers or somebody's taking your kid, you guess what? Go the fuck ahead. At the end of the day, I will be. Listen, I'm not going to be okay with my 16-year-old daughter thinking that it's okay for you to get pregnant and have a kid and you can't provide for your kid. I'm not going to be okay with that. Just like I'm not going to be okay with my son impregnating a girl at 16.
I can't say
because you cannot provide for that child.
I can't put it on that part of it. I can't say I wouldn't. I can't say I would feel away because at 16 you can't provide for that child. Because let's be honest, there's 40-year-olds who can't provide for a child. There's 30-year-olds who can't provide for a child. That has no.
40-year-olds, they have to fend for their fucking self.
Of course.
If you 16 and you still under somebody else's care, you can't sit up here and make those type of decisions and think it's okay and think I'm gonna make you feel comfortable, because I'm not.
You can't make those decisions, but at the same time, we can't act like.
What you mean I can't make that decision?
No, you said that a child can't make those decisions and think it's gonna be okay. I'm agreeing. You're right. You can't make those decisions and think it's gonna be okay, but we can't also act like mistakes don't happen. Now, I can't say that if my oldest. Of course, but that's a part of life and living and learning and growing and being young. If my 16-year-old got pregnant, yes, I would feel a way as a grandparent about putting my child out. 100% I would. But I'm a parent, I can say that. I know how that would feel. you might give tough love, but you won't feel away. Let's not act like you won't feel away, Jazmyn.
Yeah, you are gonna
Of
feel
course.
away. You gonna feel like you fucking failed.
And
That's how you gonna feel.
no, I'm saying feel away about putting your child out. You might do it,
Yeah, you gonna feel.
but you gonna feel away.
Like you failed.
No,
What did
I'm.
I feel like? Because why I gotta put my kid out because she out here having sex and want to get pregnant.
And to be honest, I wouldn't put my kid out because I've seen too many parents from our generation do that, and it don't help the situation. It don't make it better. It don't. It is what it is.
My thing is, at the end of the day, you gotta make your kids, because a lot of the reason why these kids is out here making these dumb ass decisions is because of communication. Parents try to keep certain things from their kids when you need to be completely fucking honest with your kids. Listen, if you feel a need that you want to go have sex, you need to wear a condom because you can't take care of a kid. Like, that's real shit. That's real shit. I don't want you to, but if that's what you do, you need to provide the proper information to your kid for them to be able to be responsible at the end of the day.
That's really forward thinking of you, and I agree. But you know, the older generation doesn't agree with that. They think if you promote that, you're promoting the activity.
The older generation ain't out here.
I know.
Living
But
in
I'm saying,
a different type of environment.
but even back then, that was their thinking, and that was still wrong back then. They thought education and communication was promotion and condoning. Yo, how come the game not started?
I was waiting on y'all. We can't play the game and talk about this shit.
Yeah, we can. That's the whole point. Why we have it on our channel streaming, so we can play while we talking. Fucking y'all fucking up the footage.
Hello, you hear me? Yeah, playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, man.
I called you. I called you when I left there yesterday.
Oh, there's a lot of people in here.
And you ain't answer the phone, girl.
Girl?
What this?
Text you because I got mad.
Oh, my bad.
And I definitely would.
Hold on. How do I go into this? Yo, y'all ain't even tell me. Oh, y'all can't see it. Wait, can y'all? No, y'all can't.
Yeah,
Yo,
see,
I don't know.
Stupid shit like.
To be honest, I don't know how to look at the chat. Like, I can see like snippets of it, but I can't see the whole thing. So I'm not doing that on purpose. Who this? Who this right here? Who is that?
I gotta take this fucking game back tomorrow.
Oh, I thought y'all was gonna do the scam joint.
Nah, I had to use my real card.
Oh.
I'm just gonna buy it next week when I get paid. Yo, you know the match about to start.
Oh, where do I get a weapon from?
Oh, you gotta find it on the ground.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Yo, somebody asked me why am I streaming if I'm not reading the chat. I'm not doing it on purpose.
You know how to pull up
I don't know how to read it. Not really.
You gotta push the touchpad button.
Oh, to pull up the map. Oh, and then you can choose where you go on it?
Yeah, you gotta look where I marked. I'm not going to the train station.
Wait, you marked it? Wait, was it marked?
Yeah, you see
Is it
green?
Green.
You see the little green dot?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
That's where I'm going.
And then how do I click on it? How do I mark it?
Oh, you don't need to mark. Just follow me.
Oh, okay.
Push square. Jump out now.
Oh, okay. Yo, somebody asked me how come I'm streaming if I'm not reading the chat. I see the chat. I can't see the whole thing. So I'm not. Where you at?
Right,
Are you? Is your arrow? But wait, is your arrow green?
Yeah.
I don't see it anymore. I saw it before.
That's because I'm over here at and it's zombies over here. I don't want to be over here.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. My bad, yo.
It's all good.
How do I can't float? Damn. Oh shit! I'm a long way away.
Collapse detected. Advise relocation to indicated safe zone.
Can I cross this water?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
It's saying read the chat. How do I? Yo, I don't know how.
Yo, you
I feel
far as
mad,
hell. Jazmyn,
I
I don't know
know.
where she's dead already.
Yo, Key, I know you probably don't know this, but how do I read my chats? I see them on the right side, but I can't click on them.
Oh, I haven't even been on there. Well, I think I had one view.
How do I do that? How do I do that?
Oh, and my battery, my controller about to die.
Yo, you can't plug it in?
Jazmyn got the cord of her robe.
Yo, how do I see my chats, though?
No.
People getting pissed.
Getting chats on the PlayStation?
Because I'm streaming to my YouTube channel and people are commenting on what we were talking about, but they're getting mad because I'm not answering them, but I don't see what they're saying. Like, I see part of it. I do. It's on the right side, but I can't scroll down because I didn't notice it before. I don't know how to scroll down and go see. And I'm really not doing that shit on purpose, bro. Like, I'm really not. I promise. And I'm trying to figure it out right now before I get killed. How do I go over there? And I feel bad because
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I promise I'm not. I guess that's what I get for streaming when I don't know how to read the chats, right? I guess that's my fault. How do we get so far away from you? You know, every time we talk about this type of shit, yo, Jazmyn be getting hyped. But I think she be misunderstanding. I don't even necessarily be saying I don't agree with her. I just be throwing the questions out there because I feel like people look over it. Like, we all have our thoughts and opinions on shit, but I feel like all the stuff that people ignore plays a part in those thoughts.
Yeah. You see me,
Hold on. Nah, because I'm trying to... take screenshot, press and hold, display menu. I'm trying to...
level 2 armor. Take that. You know you're in the town right next to me, right?
I'm trying to find you.
You don't see me on the map, the little green arrow?
I do. But how do I... Can I walk while I'm... I can't.
Run. I wouldn't.
I mean,
walk.
I can run while the map is up, but I can't control my movement. Can I cross this water?
Nah, you can cross the water, but you know you got a mini map in your top left corner.
Oh, that map. I thought you meant... Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yo, this is just like GTA, but I'm like... This has been so long since I... Hold on.
It's all good. Boy, just take a little get used to it. I had to get used to it too.
But now I'm like, why do you shoot? Yo, if you still in the chat, ask your dude, put your comment there again so I can see it. Yo, you're right here. You act like I was so far away.
Nah, you were. I ran all the way to this town.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you were, man. Far away.
Well, I ran to you
guns
too.
All over. Yo, there's guns all over the place.
Where? All right, let me see.
Maybe not in here, but hit some of them other houses and stuff.
Right.
I only hit like 3 of them.
Oh, I didn't know you could break through the glass.
Yeah, but it makes a lot of noise and people can hear it if they're around.
Oh, they be on some other shit in this game, huh?
Yeah, it's
So
shotguns.
you really got to pay attention, huh?
Yeah.
So if you break the glass, somebody will hear it and they'll come.
Oh hell yeah!
Fuck you up.
Come bust your ass. Yeah.
Oh shit. So okay, so you know how you're on the map and you're green. Is an enemy red?
You won't see them until they're like near you.
Oh, that's crazy. So then how come they can find you?
Because they listen for you.
All right, where you at?
Somebody, you hear that?
Nah.
I just heard a motor. I think somebody.
Yo, and now I'm like, what was that person's question?
It sounds like somebody in the fucking water.
Oh, now I hear
gun,
it.
Right?
Yeah. Now I hear it.
Come on, we out.
Where you at though?
I'm right behind you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm the wrong person to be in front.
Yeah, it's all about getting the loot that you need, the guns and attachments and all that shit, getting the stuff that you need, and then like just surviving. Like it's a force scope in here, it's a shotgun in here. You need some of these bandages too. You know how to heal yourself, right?
No, I have a clue, bro.
L1.
I'm
like
so
whenever
out
you
of
take damage,
L1.
whenever you take damage or whatever, just hit L1.
I'm so out of touch with this game shit. So, alright, so going back to our original thing, right? So, to go all the way back. So, do you think this man should be canceled?
Huh?
Do you think this man should be canceled? Because everybody's saying they're canceling him. He canceled. MJ.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, me either.
I told you,
That's basically...
people
you rocking with him?
This door was open. Absolutely. I just posted something on my Facebook saying that. Yeah. Somebody, they were over here. The windows is broken. Doors
How come you
open.
can't hide in the dumpsters? That would be lit.
Developer.
That would
come on,
be
we gotta
lit.
get in the zone. We gotta get in the zone.
What's the zone?
Somebody's on a bike. Somebody's on a bike around here somewhere.
How are you hearing this shit? Because I don't hear nothing. I hear that. Somebody's shooting.
See, I don't got the right.
Oh shit, they shooting me. They shooting me.
From where?
Yeah. They shooting me, bro.
Come on, I got this. They sniping. I just got hit.
Where they at?
Heal yourself.
Alright.
Here, come in this building.
Where you at? Didn't I come in here? Oh, that building.
Yo, it's a whole squad coming. Yo, move. Come on, we gotta go.
Collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Where you at?
I ran. You gotta look at you gotta kind of glance
looking.
back at the map and stuff.
Yeah, they got me, bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, they got me, bro.
Oh, it was a dirt bike around here somewhere.
Damn. I can't come back? I don't auto spawn?
No, nah, ain't no auto spawn, it's a wrap.
Damn. I guess I'll spectate then. So when I'm spectating, that's you I'm seeing?
Yeah. Yeah, they still over there. They're running now because the storm coming.
Yeah, people were saying, like, I was, because I watch a lot of, like, YouTube videos and listen to a lot of podcasts and shit. People were saying, yo, we not listening to his music no more. We not. Like,
What
that
happened?
shit. People were saying, we not listening to his music no more. And just, like, it's crazy. Like,
Man, fuck him. Like, come on, it's not the first time he was accused with it and all this shit. And truthfully, I don't believe it. And he's not here to defend himself.
Exactly.
So, being that he's not here to defend himself, I'm rocking with him just how I was rocking with him before.
Mm-hmm. See, people don't put enough weight on that. Like, everybody has a right to defend themselves. And if they ain't here to do it, then...
come on, that shit ain't right, yo.
Now, mind you, if there was mad proof, that'd be a different thing. But it ain't none. It's just people doing interviews talking.
Yeah, fuck that. I can't rock with that. Oh, you got a whole circle too to lead a match.
Oh, I didn't even know you left.
Nah, I got killed.
Oh, but I was spectating, stuck in there.
Oh, you was watching the people that killed us.
Oh shit.
cold in here and shit. It's cold as fuck.
Yo, I feel bad about that person. Swag Braxton kept commenting and I couldn't see it. Yo, I can't wait till I get 2K, yo.
Word, we could have been playing 2K right now with Jazmyn. She conversating. She ain't getting back on.
Oh, she not?
You ain't getting back on. No. Nah, he don't got 2K. We still on blackout.
I mean, I can get
Who's
it.
the party
Don't get it
leader,
twisted.
though?
Don't get it twisted. I can get it. Get the shit right now if I wanted to. Don't tell her don't talk shit.
I'm not even a party leader.
Tell her don't talk
I
shit.
can't.
Oh wait, what? You not in the
I
thing?
can't even start the match. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm just not the party leader. I can't start it.
Oh, who is?
I guess it's Jazmyn. Do you see deploy underneath quads?
No.
Jazmyn must be the party leader.
Yo, I feel bad for that person, bro, who was watching my shit. Yo, grab her controller and deploy that shit then. She trash.
Oh, nah, it just came up. I am still the party leader.
See, people gonna get it twisted and try and drag me for thinking that I'm basically saying that I agree with what is this shit saying? Are we in the same type of game that we was in before?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't be understanding how some people be mad good at these games. Like, mad good. Alright, where you at? You're the green one, right?
Yeah.
So if I find guns and stuff in here, I'll take them with me when we go to the next thing?
Negative.
Oh, okay, so then what's the point of finding them?
This just give you something to do while the game loading.
Oh, okay. Yo, why you running, bro? I'm saying throw the hands. Fuck all that dumb shit. Why you running, yo? Come back. Why is he running? Faggot ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Oh, word?
Oh shit, I forgot my controller about to die.
You don't want it with the hands, bro. Yeah, I served them.
Yeah, but I hope my controller don't die toward the back.
You can't plug it in?
I gotta go get that shit out of Jazmyn, man.
Training time's over. Go to work.
You see where we going, right?
I mean, I see the helicopters moving. I don't see where we're going. Oh, I see
You
it.
gotta look at the river by
But
Rivertown, not in Rivertown.
So I gotta drop when we get near it.
Yeah, cause you're not as like I'm
But
gonna
it's
drop now,
going,
but
it's going the other way though. Oh, I see. When we get close. Oh, I got it. I see what's going on. All right, I'm gonna drop.
and you just glide there.
How you going faster than me?
Because I told you, you gotta learn how to fly like an eagle.
I'm going where the green dot is, right?
Yeah, that's your boy.
I'm going down, spiraling, quick.
X. Fire, 12 gauge.
Yo, how I get on this roof?
You jumped out.
See, you be zoning out when you be playing. We streaming on our. I said you be zoning out when you be playing. We streaming, so we still gotta have content. Keep you like what? I don't hear ya. All right, what else? Because
Yo,
we
cause
haven't
like
we haven't done
like games,
a.
games like this, it's just like yo, you be in the zone. You can't like you can talk, but you just be in the zone.
I hear you. We haven't done a guy talk in a minute. You realize that too, right?
Where
Yo, how do you
I
change guns? How do you change guns?
triangle.
Word.
Have you ever played any Call of Duty before?
I've played them. I just never been too good, so I just never bothered to stay
It's
playing.
it's just like any other Call of Duty. They just changed
But
a couple.
I've never played them long enough to really remember. Like that's been a few years since I played anything like this. I usually mostly stick to the sports games. Speaking of which, I want to get Madden at some point.
Yeah, I gotta get Madden too. Oh, yeah, put that hero on there.
So how do you, if you get attachments, how do you add them?
If you got the gun out that you want the attachment on, as soon as you pick it up, it'll just put it on the gun.
Oh, facts.
Alright, where we going? Oh yeah, see they can't hear us because we're in a private chat.
Right.
So they can't hear us, but if we get out of the private chat, you know, more than likely they have mics.
Yeah, but I can't do that because I'm broadcasting on my channel.
Yeah.
So if I get out,
nah, I feel you.
fuck them anyway. I don't need to hear them. We do our own shit.
Nah, sometimes you need it because if somebody's shooting you or whatever and you don't know where the shot came from, but they do. Oh, we got, see, like right now I was just about to call it out. We got people right in front of us. He has a sniper rifle. I can't fuck with that. God damn.
Where you at? Is that you?
I'm down.
Shit. I tried
Yeah,
to come here.
See, I could have, if we were all like in the same party, I could have said something like, yo, you know, they're right in front of us, and then we could have all broke, but because, you know, it's just me and you, they can't hear us, so they didn't know it was motherfuckers in front of us, and they just got popped.
Yeah, be alright.
I'm getting hungry.
What was that place you said you wanted to go to, Michelle?
Jazz, you ate?
Is it new?
I ain't eat shit. I'm getting hungry.
How do you know about it? Alright, so when you want to go get that? Alright, we can go now then. Wait, did you leave already, Key?
Huh?
You left already?
No.
Are you still
I
alive?
don't even know. Oh, you talking about I left the match? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. As soon as I get killed, if the whole squad get killed, I'm out. But if I got teammates still alive that I know, I'll watch it.
Alright, so we about. I gotta find out who that person is and request them so I can let them know I wasn't trying to ignore their comments.
Yeah, you can try to do it now. I just backed out the whole thing. I gotta figure out the fuck we're gonna eat.
Or
I'm hungry as shit right now. Like no cat, I'm hungry as hell.
yeah, I think I'm about to go get something to eat myself. But when I get back, could do the 2K thing.
I thought you ain't have it.
I don't have it. I can get it. Dang.
We can ball out.
I'd rather do this because I'm trash.
Yeah, trust me, you're going to be trash. Like I've always been good in Call of Duty, and I'm still trash. Like.
Oh, never mind. They have weird hours.